There we go. Guys, first off, I have to say this before we even start our Real Housewives of Potomac recap. It is the celebration here in the United States of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday, but also his legacy. For me, I played Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in my school play in fourth grade, so I've always felt this really strong connection to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I know a lot of people feel like his legacy is synonymous with the civil rights movement when it comes to the struggles of, Black people have gone through in this country. But his message of equality and peaceful demonstration, for me, has influenced so many other movements beyond the civil rights movement. And one of my favorite quotes of all time, and I know you've probably seen so many quotes of Dr. King today, but my favorite quote, and I still recite, because to me, it's not just about equality when it comes to race. It is about equality when it comes to everyone, and how we should always keep an open mind on how someone's issue or rights that are being violated at one point could be your rights in the future. And this quote, as I said to you before, is my favorite, where he says, "An injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere." So when I see people get up in arms about, especially when I see Black people get up in arms about LGBT in the community, I'm like, I always go back to the Dr. King quote. Because for me, it's relative. We can't be all up in arms and talk about equal rights for everyone. No, just not them, though. So I'm always reminded of that Dr. King quote. So today, here on the channel, of course, we wanted to commemorate and celebrate the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and what he has meant to the United States and what he has meant to equality and, peaceful demonstration around the world. So happy for those of you that might be off today and you haven't really thought about this and really commemorated in a moment of, Dr. King and what his legacy means. And sidebar, I'm going to defend the artist. So there's some artwork that's out. What city was this in? You guys will remind me in the chat. I can't remember what the city. So there's this artwork out celebrating Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and his wife, the late Coretta Scott King. And everyone's up in arms saying, it looks like this. It's art. So I'm not going to sit here and judge what this art may look like. It's art. It's his interpretation. It's his celebration. To me, every day, it's about intention. His intention was to celebrate Dr. King and Coretta Scott King. I'm not going to go anywhere else with it. But I understand that you guys saw your interpretation, you see something else. But stop it. Leave that artist alone. Oh, it's in Boston? Thank you, guys. Thank you to the live chat. It's in Boston. I'm not going to even show you the art because you've already turned it into something else. Anyways. Leave that artist alone. Look. Oh, damn. Not on MLK Day. All right, guys, now to the mess. If you missed it, I was live earlier on Layla Lynch's channel along with Grace Report and Make It Make Sense, talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac. As you know, we have a weekly collaboration. Next week, it will be on my channel, so stay tuned for that. But as you know, we always do our recap of the Real Housewives of Potomac because I have thoughts, too. I still have more thoughts. Can you believe it? I have more thoughts about this episode, and I took notes and I watched it twice. And if you missed it, we were live on TikTok together, right, y'all? On TikTok last night watching Family Karma and Real Housewives of Potomac. Sidebar, we'll talk more about Family Karma tomorrow during our Tuesday takeover, which we do every single Tuesday. And we talk about 90 Day Fiancé. We talk about Family Karma. We talk about a bunch of different reality shows and sometimes scripted shows and pop culture news. So stay tuned for that tomorrow, 12:30 p.m. Eastern, 9:30 a.m. PST. All right. So shout out to everyone watching on the West Coast. We see you guys. Oh, thank you so much, AC, for clarifying the story behind why it's in Boston. AC says Boston, they met in Boston and had their first date in the park that the art piece is in. Thank you, AC, for giving us a little bit more about the story. Okay. So leave the artist alone, okay? The artist meant well. Happy MLK Day, though. All right. Amber says, what are y'all seeing? All right. Focus, y'all. Focus. I just paid my estimated taxes for federal. Damn government. Oh, reminder. So if you own your own business or you make estimated payments, it's due tomorrow. Just saying. Just giving you a heads up, helping you guys out. You know, we don't just talk about reality TV here. We talk about everything. All right? So anyways, let's get into this. I took the tree down. The tree's gone. Tree's gone. It was time. I took everything down. Everything is down here at the Kempire. Damn. Okay. All right. I have to read this though. Else, look at this. The artist meant well, but he did not do well. I don't know if I agree with that, but I just, anyways, happy MLK Day. I think MLK will look down on this and say, thank you. All right, let's focus. So we are still in Mexico on the latest episode of the Real Housewives of Potomac. If you're just joining us, we are live on multiple platforms. Hey, Miss Classic, she's watching on Twitch. I'm doing well. Shout out to everyone watching on Facebook, TheKempire and Kempire Daily on Facebook. Shout out to everyone watching on Twitter. Shout out to my Twitter fam, because we have a whole community on Twitter that you guys are missing out on. We have side conversations. There are people that don't like me or like my opinions that follow me. Keep following. Keep engaging with the content. I get it. Look, it is what it is. So be sure to follow me on Twitter and be sure to follow me on TikTok. What's going on, TikTok community? All right. And shout out to my mods and the members of the channel. We appreciate you guys. All right. So the top of the Real Housewives of Potomac episode is they're in Mexico and we are battling between Charisse and Karen. It gets really heated. I didn't expect Charisse to bang the table. I didn't expect Karen to bang the table back and then jump up. I was like, wait, are we about to get physical? And I still can't get over the whole geriatric comment that's coming from Giselle. Giselle, you act as if there is a 10-year age difference between you and Karen. And even then, I'll be like, it's only a 10-year age difference. There's 4 or 5 years between you and Karen's age. I don't get why. That's the thing. She cannot read. No, not read, read. No, she cannot be shady. She doesn't have any shady comebacks. Kenya said this herself. She's like, I told her to call me before the reunion. Kenya, has she called you? The reunion is filming this week, according to our friends over at TV Deets. Thursday. Here in New York, I'm sure. So Karen and Charisse are going back and forth. Karen says that Charisse does this to all of her friends. She throws all her friends under the bus. She drags her friends. That's the rumor that Karen says about Charisse. Charisse then comes back with, oh, you went to rehab. And she says in her new confessional look, she has a new confessional look, y'all. Y'all will let me know if you think this new confessional look is better than the eyelash problem. It's definitely a lot better, especially makeup. Makeup and eyelashes in this new confessional look a lot better than the other one. What's the other? I have the other one, don't I? I do, don't I? I know I do. Do I? No, damn, that's not it. Where's my other one? I know I definitely have Charisse with the eyelash. Damn it, where did I do with it? It's all right. Y'all remember. Y'all don't need me to remind you of what the Charisse situation looked like. You're trying to not remember. It's okay. So she says that, and if you follow me on my TikTok or you follow me on Instagram, I already talked a little bit about this story because Charisse decided to go in the comments section and basically say the same thing about Karen going to rehab. Apparently Karen went to rehab, allegedly. And her friends came to pick her up and they ended up partying after that. Karen denied it. I'm just going to point that out. Karen did deny that she ever went to rehab. I will pose the question to you guys. Do you believe that Karen went to rehab? Even if she did, That's not the type of funny, messy shade that we like on these shows, because rehab should not be used as some sort of weapon against someone. If anything, they should be praised for getting help. But the fact that Charisse went in that particular place already says to me, you don't need to be back here, Charisse. You don't need to be back here. I'm not interested in Charisse returning because you brought nothing this season. And I was the one rooting for Charisse to come back. I was like, let Charisse come back. She's an OG. She brought these ladies together. But you came back to be the bulldog. Oh, damn. For Giselle and Robyn. It's very clear. It's very obvious. A blind man can see it. It's very obvious. I gotta slow down and chat because I need to see your comments, guys. Hold on one second. Y'all know I'm also producing the show, so let me slow down the comments real quick because I need to see all the comments, guys. We already have over 1,000 people in the building. Be sure to like the video. It's an easy and free way of supporting not just my channel, but all of you people, like Layla said earlier, lurking in the bushes. Okay, lurking in the bushes. It's okay. You can lurk. I don't care. You're still watching. It's still supportive. Okay, but if you want to be a part of the situation, comment. Let us know you're here. All right. I'm trying to support your channel too by telling people to go like the video so your channel will start to show up on people's algorithm. So be sure to like. All right. I won't know that you liked it. All right. So I don't like the fact that this is where Charisse decided to go. And I know a lot of you will bring up examples. Well, what about when this person said this on this city? Was it too dark then? And blah, 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 blah. I just feel like trying to make Rehab be this sort of comeback, this shade moment, fell flat for me. It fell flat for me because now you're trying to make fun of her going to rehab and getting help as your sort of comeback. It fell flat for me, and it says to me, you are so desperate you will do anything to be on this show. And last week we were sort of like, okay, Karen, she's not talking about your mother. She just said she went to the funeral. I'm glad that, first of all, Karen went to her own YouTube channel and talked about this. And then this week we got to see a little bit more. We actually got to see unseen footage. The footage where the producers edited Charisse out of because she's been trying for years to come back on the show, attending all of these parties, getting invited to all these parties. And all of you were like, isn't that Charisse in the background? And people were like, she was literally sitting at the table with the ladies and they edited her out. I don't even know what to play. Look. But this week, we finally got to see those cut footage of Charisse. We finally got to see the footage. And the footage did not play out well for you, Charisse, because in that moment, because at first I was like, okay, Karen, you don't know for sure that Charisse came to your mom's funeral with ill intentions. Even if she stuck her head in the limo and says, I'm here. None of these other heifers are here. I drove 4 hours and I'm here for you. Until they played the unseen footage. They played the unseen footage and we realized that no, she's been bringing this up. And Aunt Val, remember Aunt Val? Says if she brings it up on television, then you know that she didn't have any good intentions. And I agree with Aunt Val. Aunt Val's a straight shooter. I agree with her. And look, that's been the rumor on the street that Charisse has been trying to come back on this show for a very long time. And I blame me. I said, give Charisse a shot. Give her a shot. When they were doing that interview with her recently before she came back, and she was talking about how she brought the girls together. Literally in this episode, they really kind of break the fourth wall about how she brought this girl, situation, this group of girls together. And I know she wants to take credit for that. And yes, you did a great job bringing these group of ladies together. And Karen just happened to be sitting at your table. But then God, a producer, were like, what about her? Because what would it be like if we did not have Karen Huger on the show? I did a poll on my community tab on YouTube. And I asked you guys, who is the real queen of Potomac on Real Housewives of Potomac? Unanimously, Damn, Miss Esquire says we all blame you. Hold on, wait. I go back up. I lost it. Wait. Miss Esquire says we blame you. We all blame you. Use your powers for not good, Kemp. I really meant. Look, I meant well. Look, I meant well. I did. And then she came and see, the thing is, if Charisse came and showed more of her life and showed more of her friendship and genuine friendship to all of the ladies, I probably would have thought a little bit differently of her. But no, she came to be used by Giselle and Robyn. That's what she did. Because I was just saying this earlier. Charisse could have been easily brought onto the show years ago through Giselle and Robyn, but they never did until now, until they wanted to use her against Karen. And look, I know some people are like, oh, you just love Karen because she's a tourist. No, because we call Karen out for the fake and phony stuff too, and the hypocrisy too. We've come to love the fake and the phony at this point. It's a part of her charm. Do I think there might be some smoke in regards to other men? Yes. Do I think that maybe there was something with the rehab situation? Possibly. But I'm not going to shame her for getting help. I'm not going to shame her for an addiction. Oh, I forgot my water bottle. I'll get it in a second. Y'all know before we take calls, I will be taking a water bottle break. Damn it. My coldest water, I have filled and everything. That's all right. I'll get it in a second. So Charisse should be very happy. We get to see some unseen footage of her basically confirming that she only went to this funeral to get praise for it, to get recognition for it. And also confirmed for us that she was only brought on the show by Robyn and Giselle in order to come for Karen. And Karen knows it, and Karen is fully prepared to address both Robyn and Giselle at the reunion. And I hope that she does. And she will gather them. Deservedly so. Okay. Let me focus. What else did I want to say about that scene? Anything else? Why did Karen bring up Safeway? You know I was Googling, schmoogling. What's Safeway? At first I was like, wait, was that a mental health facility? Because it sounds like one, right? No, it's like a grocery store. She says she can't even go to Safeway. Why? Because Charisse goes there? It's those little moments that make you love Karen. Because you're like, what? What, Karen? I'm so glad the producers saw her at Charisse's table and was like, what about her? They saw the star quality. And now she really is the queen of Potomac. Okay, we'll get back to that whole situation in a second. So the ladies seem to be partying after hours. I don't know who was capturing the footage. It didn't seem like professional cameras. Someone was capturing the footage, and they were doing the drive back choreo, and they were having a little good time. Well, Mia and Jacqueline decide to have a separate conversation. Finally, they're going to have a separate conversation about everything that's played out. Because remember, they got into this beef about parenting and their friendship, and apparently their friendship is really over. Jacqueline is now besties with Candiace. Jacqueline is trying to secure her spot on this show. Sidebar, Jacqueline did take to her social media to address the whole situation with Mia. Come to find out, Jacqueline's following me. I always get a little wary when I see some of these housewives or housewives adjacent people following me. What you want? What you want? It's not going to stop me to talk about you. So, and the only reason why it went is because I went to go see her Instagram story because she was addressing the whole Mia situation. So she has this conversation with Mia and it goes to left almost instantly. They go back to the room and they have this conversation and Jacqueline's like, why would you say those things about me? Why would you insinuate that that's something that I would do with Gordon? And she was just like, I wasn't talking about Gordon. I was talking about all the others. And she's like, tell your truth. And that's when Jacqueline decided, well, Gordon was married when you met him. And she was like, yeah, I've said that. I've admitted that. I'm sure you also have seen Mia on social media asking how would you define a home wrecker? You? You look up homewrecker and then Mia's right there. Okay? Because she had no shame about it when she told us this earlier in the season. When they went to Miami, she had no shame about being a homewrecker. Okay. All right. So this conversation between Mia and Jacqueline doesn't last long. It goes very quickly. Jacqueline is like, you've sold your soul. And she says that Mia was a very different person than she is now. And a lot of people are speculating, is she referring to, since she's gotten with Gordon, is she referring to being on the show? You guys will let me know in the chat and replay crew. Oh, I forgot to ask you guys where you were watching from, but I did post it in the live chat. Don't forget to let me know where you guys are watching from. I honestly believe that Mia has always been Mia. Mia has had a rough, she grew up pretty rough. You know, I feel for her in that instance, and there's still more of Mia's story that she still has not shared that we've reported on, like her own overdose. I could say it. I'm not going to even say allegedly because she's spoken about this. We've dropped the receipts in a video. Just Google Schmoogle Kempire, Mia Thornton, something. Look, she talked about it, and that's how she got into getting chiropractic services. She still hasn't shared that. And this year we found out that she was the homewrecker. I mean, she's an onion. look, she's an onion. A foul onion. look. In so many ways. So that conversation goes very quickly. And as I said to you before, Jacqueline decided to go to her Instagram story. And normally I really don't care about the side characters and what they got to say. But I said, all right, I'm going to give her a moment. Look, Jacqueline, I'm going to give you a moment, girl. Little girl. So she says this on her Instagram. All right. So Jacqueline says, what I was expecting was the basic book definition of a loyal friend who wasn't going to try to backstab me, expose and demean me and my family over a check. I was looking for at least the bare minimum qualifications of being even a basic friend. You don't attack, embellish, and defame your friend's character under no circumstances. I mean, no lies are told here, y'all. Okay? She says, it's called your character. Do that to an enemy, not a friend. Let me own my life. You own yours. I could have called you out and exposed you in front of that group, and no one would have protected you. You have a by any means necessary mentality. You glorify money like it is your God. You treat the closest people around you like possessions to control. I've tried to keep you grounded, but my job is done because you don't see the evil. All bets are off. I have to defend my family. I won't lay down. I mean, I cannot disagree with her here. I cannot disagree with her. All right. So she continues. And then she says, and let's be clear. My purpose in life is beyond my own understanding. I have to vent for my sanity through this. My parents instilled giving back and helping others. I mean, that's partially true. Remember, our parents took in Mia. All right. I will find that purpose because he has called me to do amazing things, and no one can stop God's plan. Why y'all bringing God into this? I know God's like, I don't want any parts of what y'all talking about right now. He sometimes puts us through horrible circumstances to build a certain strength and character in us that is required to carry out our mission in life. I hate when people spell grateful like this. Not grateful. Great. Look, I don't speak the best English, but I always hate, there's certain little things about the English language and grammar that I just hate that people sometimes do. Okay, sorry. Let me come back. I am grateful for my lessons because I wouldn't be here without them. Stay strong, queens. Beyond this storm, you will find your peace and purpose. Well, when we were with Layla, Lynn, Grace Report, and Mims says that apparently that Jacqueline is in a, committed relationship. So this narrative of her sleeping with married men is hurtful. I mean, yeah, I can understand that. I can understand why she'd be like, how could you put this out on social media and on this national television show? Because now your man's looking at you like, but then I had the question, was your man married when you met him? I'm just asking because according to Mia, you had multiple men that were married. And I know Mia's a liar. Look. Lies! The lie! She's a liar. But even when she lies, she owns her lies. I don't know if that's...
Who gonna check me, boo?
Even when she's lying, she'll own her lies. But I really do believe her in this particular instance. I believe her. Because at any point, I can't recall, did Jacqueline emphatically say, you know I do not sleep with married men? I don't recall her saying that. But I do agree with Jacqueline that Mia was never your friend. Mia is the worst type of friend. That the minute that you guys have a falling out, that she tells all of your business. See, that's where I'm a different friend. I've had in fallouts with some friends, and I still haven't told their truth. And I probably would never. Unless you force me to. But they haven't forced me to. Look, I'm sure some of them are nervous now if they're watching. I'm not going to tell you the truth. It's not worth it to me. Just saying. And you know what? Some of my friends, look, some of my friends, they don't have any truth on me because were so wrapped up in themselves. They never took time to know any truth about me. I'm just having this live thought. Sometimes it's beneficial just to sit there and listen. Cause you're like, yeah, tell me all your business. But I'm loyal. I'm loyal. Even when we're no longer friends, I'm still loyal unless you take me there. But no one's ever taken me there. Thankfully for them. Just saying. I don't know how this became about me. Just say. Naraya says, did you just wave at the Kempire? Yeah. Guys, if you're just joining us, this is our weekly recap of the Real Housewives of Potomac. We are live on multiple platforms. We're live, of course, on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. We're live on TikTok. We're live on Twitch, Twitter, and on Facebook. Shout out to everyone watching. I definitely need to get some water or something in a second, y'all. I am going to take a quick break. Charlene says, I just finished watching. Hold on. I just finished watching. I'm so done with Robyn, Jizzy, and Mia. The way they are treating Karen has got me hot. Damn, Charlene. Charlene, thank you for coming here immediately after you finish watching the episode. We appreciate that. We appreciate all of you being here. We have almost 2,000 people on YouTube alone watching our recap of the Real Housewives of Potomac. We have over 100 and something people on TikTok and quite a few people watching on Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter. We appreciate you guys being here. All right. Let me just say thank you. We got a couple of super chats. I want to say thank you, and then we'll move on. Oh, Charisse, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm going to move this up. Charisse says, let's take some time to ask the chat, what makes Karen the grand dame over Charisse? Wait, Charisse, is this you? Charisse, is this you? Okay. She had an event and let everyone else do it. What does Karen do? Charisse, is that you? Just asking. Just asking. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. T-Lou, thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, wait. Oh, there we go. RHOP has become too negative. I don't enjoy watching it anymore. In the words of Portia, going down the wrong road. I mean, I want to ask the audience this as well, and replay crew. Do you agree with T-Lou and what she's saying? Is Potomac becoming too negative? Is it hard for you to watch? Let me know in the chat. Let me just save this. Hold on, y'all. Let me just save that. There we go. All right. Julie, thank you so much for the super chat. Julie says, don't watch RHOP, but always support your channel. Thank you, Julie. We appreciate you. And Julie was we just did a live recap of the visual version of our podcast, Kempire Radio, on the Kempire Radio YouTube channel. So if you missed it, be sure to check that out. Sean, thank you so much for the super chat. Sean says, Charisse looked lit up. She was seething when talking about how she brought the group together. Regrets for sure. Yeah, because she probably feels like I brought this group together and now this group has moved on and is making all kinds of money. Their popularity has gone up tremendously since the years of Charisse. So she's probably like, it's not even about the money for her. I think it's more about the fame and the infamy and all of that. Bianca, thank you so much for the super chat. Bianca says, maybe Mia will be the Jen, Teresa, Erica of RHOP. Jackie saying that Mia sold her soul in the shady business with the fam. RHOP is due for a fraud in the cast. I mean, Bianca, I kind of had that feeling from, I think it was last season, or was it last season I had that feeling with Mia? I think it was last season. There's something about Mia that gives me that potential because there's been a lot of shadiness with her. I mean, I don't wish it on her, but I wouldn't be shocked. Miss Esquire, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, former friend does not equal current enemy. This is true. This is true. All right, guys, we have almost 2,000 people watching on YouTube alone. Be sure to like the video. We will be dropping the call-in link in the general audience, but for members first on the community tab shortly. But liking the video, as I said to you before, is an easy and free way of supporting everyone's channel. People that cover similar topics that we cover. As you know, here on the channel, we don't just talk about reality TV or reality TV news. We talk about everything in pop culture. All right. Shout out to everyone watching on Facebook. Vicky's watching on Facebook. Jen's watching on Facebook. We see you guys. Hold on. All right. Where was I? Where are my notes? Oh, there we go. All right. So Jacqueline and Mia's conversation goes left. Mia walks out of the room. All right. So Ashley leads, we have these two separate scenes. We have Ashley leading this yoga practice, this Kundalini yoga practice, which is a little bit more the sexual energy, like, sorry. Ashley, okay? Ashley loves to do these types of things. All right, so Ashley's there, Giselle's there, Mia's there, and Jacqueline is there. I just want to point something out to you guys. There's certain things that I notice about Giselle. And I know a lot of you say, Giselle's a beautiful woman, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but Giselle is so goofy. I can't see a man getting like, oh my God. Like, they're probably when they look at her before she starts talking and are like, oh, she's a beautiful, gorgeous woman until she starts talking. Sidebar, I had a very short conversation with Giselle at BravoCon backstage. And I wasn't even the one talking. I was just there. Thank God for Adam, because... So her energy, first of all, in the episode, her acting all goofy. Look, and I like I act goofy here too. But there's a time and a place. But I'm thinking to myself, how does a man get hot and bothered for this goofy woman? I'm just asking anyone else. She's in the water going like this. And then when she's always bringing up these, recently she's been bringing up all these sexual connotations and I'm thinking to myself, every time you bring it up, I don't even get freak in the sheets. I get lay there and do nothing. Damn. Well, honestly, that's what I get. I mean, people will surprise you. The ones that you think that are laying it down and spreading it wide and doing all the things in the bedroom are usually the ones that are not. It's the ones that you think that aren't, that are the ones that you're like, oh. Oh my God, this is turning into Kempire After Dark. Maybe we'll do a Kempire After Dark later on Twitter, okay? So follow me at TheKempire. All right. Hold on. I thought the same thing. Onyx says she probably don't act that way with men. I thought that too, but then I was like, I think she does. I think she does. Okay. So as I said to you before, I met Karen backstage too. I met both of them, so I can compare their energy. I didn't have lots of conversation with them, but let me tell you something. Karen Huger's energy is so much more welcoming and warm than Giselle. Because Giselle was already putting up like, what do you guys say about me? Hi, Giselle, just saying hello. Beautiful in person, but her spirit might be a little dark. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. So Ashley's doing the kundalini. Look, kundalini. Sidebar, do you guys notice that Ashley wore the same sweaty bathing suit to the cenote? These are the things that I notice. All right? Just say it. But we also have a side conversation with Candiace and Karen. And I'm going to say this. I like that Candiace and Karen are getting along. Candiace looked so cute in her hat and bathing suit. I liked seeing them getting along. All right? So they're talking about the whole Charisse situation. And Karen's basically saying, like, I could be cordial. I'm happy that Karen can be cordial because Karen understands the assignment when it comes to she's going to be on the show. I can be cordial with her. But that's it. She's better than me because in real life, you saying I went to rehab and saying all this stuff in a public forum and in front of these people, I can't even be cordial with you. I don't even be in your presence. I'm wary about people, though. I don't trust a lot of people. I don't like being around a lot of people. I'm not friendly with, like, if I see you, and like a lot of you have seen me in public and we've had conversations. I'm friendly, but I'm also like a little like, but that's probably the New Yorker in me too. I'm not trying to be everyone's friend. That's just not my energy. I'm a friendly person, but I'm not trying to be your deep, darkest friend for eternity kind of thing. Like I gotta warm up to people. That's just my personality. So I don't understand how Karen's able to be cordial with her because I would never see it for Charisse, especially after the night before. So Candiace and Karen are having conversations. Like I said, I'm glad to see they're in a better place. Candiace is definitely a little different this season. Because, you know, Candiace has been bratty in older seasons. But Candiace is giving a different energy. I don't know what's going on with Candiace, or she's just learned how to navigate the situation. Maybe she's matured a little bit. But she's definitely doing better this season. And we'll talk more about Candiace because Candiace gives them this intellectual, I don't even call it a read. I think she was just saying their truth, and it kind of went over their heads. We'll get back to that. All right. So they're going to get ready to go to this cenote. Okay. I want to do a cenote. My friend right now is in Mexico. I kind of wish I was there, honestly. I wish I was in Mexico and not here in the cold weather of New York City. It was funny enough. She went there for a wedding. That's nice. I think when I get married, I'm going to do I keep saying this like my partner doesn't have a say in this. We'll talk more about weddings, gay weddings tomorrow when we talk about family karma. Because I have a lot of thoughts, Amory and Nicholas. Lots of thoughts. So Karen, they're in the car, and Karen asks Robyn about the wedding date. All right. And Robyn says, yeah, we have one, but I'm not telling you. I'm not telling anyone here. And all of us in the audience were exactly what Karen was saying in her confessionals. Girl, you're not getting married. Stop with it. Shut up. You're not getting married. Stop lying to us. Because my thing is, Karen's like, I want to send you a gift. She's like, you can just send us love and prayers. You don't need to send us a gift. Girl, let's be honest, you want those gifts. But you don't want the gifts because you don't want to confirm that you have no date. We'll get back to the wedding. Because at one point, Karen's like, where's the veil? She's like, I told you it blew off. She's like, oh, I thought maybe you went and got it. No, she didn't go and get it because she's not really getting married. And mind you, Robyn, I know you're watching. Hey, girl, you don't make it any easier to support you. I posted a tweet over the weekend and you guys are still talking about the tweet. I said, I can't believe there's actually Robyn Dixon stans. I get liking Robyn, but no, there are stans for Robyn. And a lot of you are calling out the Queens of Bravo page. I was like, really? I've never really seen anything that they've posted that was in support of Robyn. And some of you think that Robyn's around, it's behind the page. I was like, wait a what? A few of you commented that. But the way that the Queens of Bravo pages run, I was like, Robyn Dixon is not that efficient. Come on. And I think I heard the Queens of Bravo. It's actually a gay guy that runs that page. But I know you guys are somewhat being facetious. Maybe. Someone said where. Someone said ain't no date. Someone said stands for Robyn. Yeah. All right. So Karen asked the question that we all want to know. When's the date? When's the date? When's the date? And she's like, she's not telling anybody. She wants to keep it small and quaint. All right, girl. All right. So the group goes to the cenote. There's a lot of mosquitoes. Honestly, mosquitoes seem to love me. I would have probably lost my mind. I would have just went into the water, and I can't even swim that well. So I would have been like, ooh. But I want to go to cenote because, the whole mythology behind it is that, you can get wealth and health and all good things and cleanse you. And I was like, oh, mind you, these ladies, the way that they were going in this thing, you would have thought it was repelling them. My gosh. And then, look, I'm like getting itchy all of a sudden talking about mosquitoes. Lord. So we get that cute, funny scene with all the ladies trying to get into the cenote. Of course, Ashley's jumping in. She's like, oh, I used to come here all the time with Michael and da-da-da-da-da. I was like, all right. Look, all right. All right. So the ladies go to eat. Anytime we watch any of these shows, I get hungry. Or if we're talking about food. Okay. So they go to eat, and then Karen decides to do her job as a producer and an OG, and she keeps the conversation going, and she's like, how are you and Ashley doing, Candiace? How are you and Ashley doing, Candiace? And this is where they talk about their issues, and apparently Ashley's been holding a grudge from years ago when Candiace has said things about Michael and her relationship. Look, Candiace has been saying things even up until last season about Michael Darby. And Ashley has defended him countless times. But the big conversation was like, just when we get to a better place, Ashley, you come out with this whole Deborah situation, and then you bring Deborah to Karen's thing. I felt like that was a shady moment when they were doing that whole burn party, and they segue back to that scene where she laughs about bringing up the whole conversation about Deborah, Chris flirting with Deborah. I'm just like, Ashley, I think you're a snake. I really don't. I cannot trust you. And I don't think that Candiace should trust you. I really don't. But in that moment, Candiace delivers. And I'm not going to call it a read. I think Candiace was just telling her truth. She was basically saying to Ashley, you are in a toxic relationship. I'm paraphrasing this, of course. She said this a lot more eloquent than I'm about to. She basically says that you were with a cheetah pumpkin eater, low down dirty dog, man pinching people's butts and having flirtation situations abroad on Grindr and laying it wide and flirting with Juan Dixon and doing all the things with all the people. She didn't say it like that. And she's like, but that's not what's over here. My relationship with Chris Bassett is one that is of support, understanding, love, dignity, and trust. You don't have that. But she didn't say it like that. Candiace probably would have said it like that a few seasons ago. She said it eloquently. And Ashley was just like, I think it went over all of their heads. Because basically what she was saying to Ashley could be said to Robyn, could be said to Giselle. And it just kind of went over their heads. In my opinion, I felt like it went over their heads. They did not understand what she was saying. But we all did. We all understood. He was like, oh, she basically said that her relationship is good. And I believe her. I just posted on TikTok a clip from Bitch Sesh where Nichelle Turner, from Entertainment Tonight, she's a big Housewives fan. Okay? Black reporter, Nichelle. She was talking about how Chris was in her DMs. And it's not what you think. It's not what you think. Come on. Oh. But basically he was like, why don't you like my wife? He was defending his wife to Nichelle because Nichelle's like, I don't, she didn't like some of the things that Candiace has done over the years. So that's not the first time I heard that Chris has DM people and trying to defend his wife. This is what he's done. And a lot of you would want your boo to do the same for you. I tweeted the other day, I said at this point, I'm mad that Chris is not in my DMs. Don't DM me, Chris. I'm joking. I'm being facetious. I don't need you DMing me. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So she basically says to Ashley, I can't trust you because every time I feel like we're in a better place, you sabotage our growth in friendship. Because we said this before, I feel as if she really wants to work on a relationship with Ashley. But Ashley comes from left with this craziness. And Ashley basically says the only reason why I brought Deborah there was because if it was the other way around and it was a Michael situation, I would have wanted you to bring that person to me. Would you want your friend or associate to bring the person that might be cheating with your boo or flirted with your boo? No, I want you to bring my boo. I want you to say it in front of my boo. But we already know it's already fallen flat this season. All the accusations that Giselle has brought against Chris, that Ashley has brought against Chris, it's all fallen flat. I don't want to hear anything from Giselle and Ashley besides an apology at this reunion for Chris. Is anyone missing Michael Darby on the show? I'm just asking. I just had that thought. Is anyone missing his messiness on the show? And some of you are asking, why wasn't Michael watching his own kids? Every time she's talked about being away, she usually says that Michael's with the kids. This particular time, the kids were with her mom. So I feel like he is somewhat active in there. Maybe. All right. Let me say thank you. Monique Green, thank you so much for the super chat. Monique says, the way Candiace was Iyanla Vanzant, I'm here for all of it, beloved. I mean, it was very classy, very eloquent. I love the way she did it. Sean, thank you for the super chat. Sean says, it didn't go over their heads. It hit home and knocked them into silence. I mean, it could be that too. It could be that too. But the way that Ashley was looking, I was just like, I don't know if she gets what she's saying here. Fully. Sean, thank you for another super chat. Candiace and Wendy stepping up and giving grown woman talk. I love it. Jizzy dropping head when Robyn started talking nonsense about non-wedding. I know. And then her eyes came back up. It's those little moments. But we even had a moment with Dr. Wendy chiming in when it comes to the Ashley and Candiace situation. And she's like, let's not go back. Let's not go back and rehash all of the things that caused this sever in your relationship. Let's not go there because it's not going to help. Because she says, like, when all three of them hang out together, they have a really good time. They talked about this on BravoCon. Ashley talked about it on BravoCon. And I was just like, so these two really, even after this season, seem to have a good time. It'll be interesting to see where they're at come the reunion this week. We shall see. I'm excited to see what they're going to wear, what will be the theme. I'm sure we're going to get... we're almost done with the Real Housewives of Potomac this season, guys. We're on episode 14. And they're filming the reunion this week, according to our friends over at TV Deets. How would you feel about the season so far? We're almost done. I have to say Mexico, the Mexico trip has gotten me a little bit more engaged. Per usual, guys, in the live chat or in the poll that we have, let us know your thoughts by voting there. How you would rate this episode of the Real Housewives of Potomac. And apparently Andy is hosting the reunion. I mean, I didn't think anything less. Thank you, Adrian, for the super chat. Adrian says, I think Candiace wants to work on the relationship with Ashley for the exact reason Wendy stated. When all three of them are together, they're a fourth. It's strategic. Oh, I didn't think about it that way. Wow. All right. Shout out to everyone watching on the Kempire and Kempire Daily on Facebook, everyone watching on Twitch and Twitter. We appreciate you guys. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and on TikTok at TheKempire, at Kempire Daily, and at Kempire Radio. As I said to you before, earlier we had a live chat for the premiere of the visual version of our podcast, Kempire Radio. So be sure to subscribe to the Kempire Radio YouTube channel and the Kempire Radio podcast. And don't forget to rate and review. All right. And if you missed the video, be sure to check that out after this live. All right. All right. Okay. Where else did I want to go? All right. So they have that conversation. Then there's this other conversation that Ashley has with Charisse. Okay. And basically, Charisse is like, I thought I could make Karen into a better friend. She says that, she's had a lot. That's the thing. Charisse talked about all the loss that she's had in the last few years. And she's had a lot of loss. Okay. And she had lost her father. And Karen said that, I did text you. I did reach out to you when you lost your father. And Charisse says all she said in her text was sorry for your loss. Not Karen posting the receipts. Luckily, she still had the conversation. And she probably did. Karen, I know as a tourist, you kept those receipts on purpose. I get it, girl. I get it. So Karen posted the receipts. So let's take a look at the receipts of what Karen said. This looks a lot longer than sorry for your loss. So Karen posted the receipt. She says, Charisse, my family and I want to extend our condolences on the passing of your father. Know that God is in charge and he is at rest. If there's anything I can do, please let me know. When time permits, I would like the address where flowers are being received. If there is a charity you would like us to donate in memory, please advise. Again, both you and your family are in our thoughts and prayers. Love, Karen. Charisse responds, thank you, Karen. Your kindness and thoughtful words mean a lot during these difficult... I'm paraphrasing because it's cut off. So that's a lot more than sorry for your loss. It's actually more than I would have given to someone that I don't consider a friend. The fact that she wants to send flowers, she wants to donate to a charity. She's doing a lot more than I would have said to someone that I don't consider a friend. I probably would have just said, I'm sorry for your condolences. I wouldn't even have said, love, Karen. I would have said, all the best, Karen. So the fact that she's doing all of that is a lot more. Why are you using this voice? Because she's the grand dame. She's the grand dame. So I had to change up the voice. So this was a lot more being said than sorry for your loss. It's so interesting how people will change a narrative about a situation, isn't it? So this is definitely more than sorry for your loss. She's like, Charisse, my family, and I want to extend our condolences to the passing of your father. Know that God, she even gives her a little bit of a scripture. Know that God is in charge and he is at rest. And she even offers, if there's anything I can do, please let me know. I mean, some people just say this and they really mean like, I don't mean that. But I wouldn't have said it. The fact that she even said it. The fact that she even said it, y'all. The fact that she even said it. Hold on, y'all. How do I do that? Oh, yeah, there we go. So I can see everyone's comments. Shout out to everyone watching on TikTok. I appreciate you all being here. Keep tapping your screens. If you're just joining us on YouTube, be sure to like the video. Don't forget to vote in the poll. We're talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac. Replay crew, as always, we want to know where you're watching from, your thoughts on the episode, your reaction to what some of the things that we're talking about. Let us know. So this is definitely more than sorry for your loss. So, Charisse, you're a liar, too. Lies! The lie! Jesus says, Karen is a child of God and she is delivered. Okay? Justin says, that's a big risk with some people. Oh, Lord. All right, guys, we have almost 2,300 people in the building on YouTube watching our recap of the Real Housewives of Potomac. We appreciate you guys taking time out of your day. I know We've kept you busy with all the lives I told you to be a part of. We were live on Layla's channel earlier. Then we were live on the Kempire Radio YouTube channel. Now we're live here. I hope I'm the brightest part of your day. All right. And some of you are tired of the sound effects, and some of you love the sound effects. Either way, you're going to have to deal with them. All right. All right. Let me take this down. Oh, damn. So Karen also had some more things to say on social media to Robyn, which we'll talk about in a second. So they have a dinner. At this dinner, Giselle, forever the producer, forever the instigator, is like, I don't like how you try to assassinate, she's addressing Karen, assassinate Charisse's character the night before by saying that she, drags all of her friends. Mind you, you're talking about assassinate someone's character. Charisse says that this woman was in rehab. And Karen says that's not true. So I believe that that's a bigger assassination of character than saying, oh, she drags her friends. Just saying. But this is Giselle. She wants to carry this and emphasize this any way that she can because nothing else is going on in Giselle's sad, pitiful life. So she is forever trying to produce moments in this season and with these ladies. Okay? But Karen shuts her down. She's like, no, I'm done with talking about this. We are done. I'm not doing this. We're not doing this. And then, of course, the bodyguard, a.k.a. Robyn, the landlord, decides to chime in and says, you are the biggest BSer, and I can't wait for people to see who you really are. And then I'm looking at Robyn as she's going off and talking about how fake Karen is and how Karen is a BSer, and I can't wait for people to see who you really are. We can't wait for people to see who you really are, Robyn, because you keep trying to make us believe that Juan Dixon's in love with you when apparently he's in love with a bunch of other people, allegedly. This is what Karen alludes to next week. So Giselle's chiming in, defending Charisse, and then Robyn decides to chime in. Oh, wait, before we even do that, before we even get into that part, Ashley decides to bring up, so Robyn, when is this wedding? When is this wedding? And this is when Robyn says, oh, I don't know if I want to have a wedding. And we all, this is before the commercial break, then we're all like, uh-oh, here we go. No wedding. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. And then she's like, oh, this is what we decided to do. We're already going to be in Jamaica for my brother-in-law's wedding. So the next day we're going to have our wedding, but we're not going to tell anyone about it because we don't want to overshine, their moment. First of all, how long are you guys, is everyone leaving the day of his wedding? Or... I'm trying to understand because regardless, people are going to wonder, where are you? Where are you going? Are your parents attending this wedding as well? Why aren't they invited? Again, we have to remember the relationship. Robyn's parents helped, Juan looks to Robyn's parents almost like his own parents. So the fact that you wouldn't invite them, two people, and are they already going to be in Jamaica? It's already weird that you are having this wedding in Jamaica. And all the cast reacts. She's like, well, Ashley's like, it's kind of frugal, but I mean, I'd still like to be invited. It's not frugal. It's weird. And why do you have to be frugal? I thought the hats were selling. I thought the hats were selling. Why are we being frugal? And to be honest with you, I mean, everyone's financial situation is different, but she says the hats are doing very well. Jamaica's not that expensive as a trip for your wedding. And I still feel like it's weird. It's your brother-in-law's weekend or, the situation. So you're going to get married the day after in Jamaica? It's weird. It's weird. And I think she was sitting on that idea when Karen asked her. She was probably thrown off, and then she decided she probably asked Ashley to ask her at the table. So Ashley was like, "All right, girl, I'll take care of it." And now she wanted to be able to tell the table, "Yeah, we're gonna do a small situation in Jamaica." I mean, even if she does get married in Jamaica, if she doesn't have a marriage license here, it's not legal, right? So either way, it's pretend. Not pretend.
That's really upsetting to me, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't say that.
I'm just saying. We were just reporting on her getting a marriage license here. So maybe she had a spiritual wedding in Jamaica. Sidebar, I'm watching The Best Man, the final chapters. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I'll talk more about it tomorrow on Tuesday Takeover. So maybe she had a spiritual wedding with her spiritual partner and roommate, Juan Dixon. Just asking. Oh, Girl Mills on my TikTok says, "Girl, Robyn, we don't care at this point." I really don't care. Honestly, at this point, the only reason why I continuously talk about it is because we're reviewing the show. Producers, we know you watch. Hey, Lorraine. Oh, no. Oh, did I get Lorraine in trouble? I met Lorraine at I met quite a few of the producers at BravoCon. They watch, and I appreciate it. That means that we're doing something right. Just saying. Robyn. Okay. Robyn's in the situation, though, because we know about the Juan Dixon allegations and investigation that's happening at his place of employment. All right. We reported on this over a month ago. Google schmoogle it here on the channel. So I don't want her to be unemployed, but I'm tired of Robyn. She's been a friend of for the last 4 seasons. Like, her energy's friend of. Happy Joy, thank you for this. She says she has to take the Jamaica marriage license to the state to basically have it converted. I'm sure Jamaica is a recognized country. Woo. I find it so cute that you think that the wedding really happened. I'm joking. But I'm not joking about that. Sis on the Roof says definitely friend of vibes. Poetic Bella on TikTok says this show brings the money, so that's why she pops off this season. Yeah, she really has been activated. Some people think that Giselle has told Robyn to get activated this season so she can keep her job. I believe producers have told Robyn to get activated this season so she can keep her job. Oh, sleepy Robyn. All right, let's move on. Because it goes from Robyn versus Karen, and Robyn calling Karen a BSer and saying that, oh, everybody is going to, I can't wait for everyone to see who you really are. Honestly, okay, Karen might not be exactly who we think she is because it is a reality television show. A lot of these people that you think are the people that you think they are not. But as I said to you before, I'm big on energy. I'm very intuitive. I can read people's energy. That's why I stay away from people, and then I'm later proven right. I met both Giselle and Karen. I didn't meet Robyn, thank God. She was beautiful in person, though. I did see her from a distance. I took a picture. I posted on my Instagram. Look, Giselle's energy versus Karen's energy, very different. Very different. Karen was definitely a lot more, her energy. She didn't even have to be welcoming or to hug on you. No, it was her energy, the way she spoke to you, the way she engaged with you. Very different. Very different. Just saying. Oh, no. Wait, where did that comment go? I lost the comment. Damn it. I lost the comment. Where did it go? Oh, wait. Oh, here we go. Justin, shut up. You'd have more fun meeting a statue. I mean, I'm sure Robyn... Never mind. Look, never mind. All right. So we have that fight between Robyn and Gizelle, which continues next week. Next week, it's going to be a situation between Robyn and Gizelle. All right? Not Gizelle. Robyn and Karen. Sorry. Damn. So it's going to get even more heated. We'll talk about that in a second. How long have I been talking? Lord have mercy. I've been talking for over an hour and 6 minutes. It's okay. I had a lot to say. And I'm sure you have a lot to say. Let me drop the call-in link for members of the channel first. Hold on. Senior Royals, you're going to get the members link first. So let me drop that first. So shout out to our senior Royals. If you'd like to become a member of the channel, head on over to teamkempire.com/join. We appreciate your support on a monthly basis. There are a lot of really great perks to being a member of the channel. All right. Call in. Oh, Lord have mercy. There we go. All right. So if you are a senior royal, I have dropped the link for you there. Royal Court members, I'm going to drop the call-in link for you in a second. Let me move this over here. Guys, if you're just joining us, be sure to keep tapping your screens. Thank you guys on TikTok for the gifts, the follows, all of that. Those of you that are watching on YouTube, be sure to like the video. Those of you that are watching on other platforms, be sure to like the video, share the video, follow us on those other platforms as well. All right. Yes, I am going to take a little bit of a musical break in a second. Let me just say thank you. We got a couple of super chats. Kia, thank you so much for the super chat. Kia says, so we got a date for filming the reunion, but we still don't have a date for Robyn's wedding. Kia. Yeah. Look, yeah, basically. Light Mission, thank you so much for the super chat. Light Mission says Robyn's wedding is the new spring, summer, September. Yeah, basically. But we eventually did get an actual fashion line. Read with Carly. Hold on. Thank you for the super chat. She says from Jamaica from the DMV. Okay, Charisse was going through her divorce when she left. She is right to want back in, and Karen is threatened. Charisse is the real grand dame. Charisse, is that you? You just went in under another name because you knew it was too obvious with the other one? Charisse, is that you? Why are you watching, girl? Okay, thank you for this, though, because I want to say this. So one of the other things that Gizelle says to Karen when she brings this whole situation up about Charisse and defending Charisse, she says, well, we all know that Charisse is the real grand dame because she knows that the grand dame title for Karen is something huge. And someone reminded us during the Layla recap that it was Gizelle that coined the grand dame name for Karen. Well, Karen did not even give them the energy because I'm guessing Gizelle expected a bigger reaction from her about calling Charisse the real grand dame. But at the end of the day, there can be more than one. It doesn't matter what you really call yourself. I mean, I think the audience still reviews, no matter if you want to say that Charisse is the grand dame of Potomac, the audience, which are far larger than the people in Potomac, view Karen Huger as the grand dame. The same way that I view myself as the king of pop culture. You know how many people probably are pressed and hurt that I'm calling myself the king of pop culture? You got to say it to believe it, to create it. Oh, no. She's the grand dame and I'm the king. Just saying. All right. Thank you for the super chat. Osen, thank you so much for the super chat. Osen says, but why was Ashley gassing up Charisse? Because she's a part of the Green Eye Bandits collective. Just saying. Miss Esquire, thank you for the super chat. Hold on. There we go. Miss Esquire says, Gizelle has never met a contradiction she didn't want to put in rhinestones and wigs. Girl. What? Yeah. All right. Oh, I forgot to drop the call-in link again for... all right. Royal Court members, I've dropped the call link for you as well. Team Kempire members, I'm going to drop the call-in link for you next. All right. She said the Kempire is a mess. A little bit. Like a little bit. All right. All right. I'm going to take a little bit of a break just so I can go grab some water because I've been talking a lot. Shout out to everyone watching on multiple platforms. This is our weekly recap of the Real Housewives of Potomac. Be sure to check out some of our past recaps and some of the stories that you missed over the last couple of days here on the channel, because we don't just talk about reality TV. We talk about everything in pop culture. So be sure to check those things out as well. All right. Let me take a quick little bit break so I can grab my water, and then we will get into some callers, okay? So if you're a member of the channel, I've already dropped the call-in link on the community tab on YouTube, so you can check out the links there. We have, how many people we have in the building? We have over 2,300 people on YouTube alone, and quite a few, almost 200 people on TikTok. Guys, like the video, tap your screens. I will drop the call-in link once we get, let's get to 1,000 likes. Let's get to 1,000 likes, and I will drop the call-in link for you guys to call in and share your thoughts. All right? All right. Give me 2 seconds. Let me go grab some water, and we'll be right back. I know what song I'm going to play because you guys love when I play this song. I'll be right back.
Je begon aan mijn best life, yeah. Je begon aan mijn best life, yeah. Something you and me, oh. Je begon aan mijn best life, yeah. Jumping, flexing, I just want you to know. Something you and me, oh. You both got my best life, yeah. What's on my best life, yeah. You broke what's on my best life, yeah. Something you and me, oh. You broke what's on my best life, yeah. Jumping, flexing, I just want you to know. Something you and me, oh. You both got my best life, yeah. You both got my best life, yeah. You both got my best life, yeah. Something you and me, oh. You both got my best life, yeah. What's on my best life, yeah. You both what's on my best life, yeah. Something you and me, oh. You both what's on my best life,
yeah. The comments, you guys are funny. Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. I'm your boy, TheKempire, and this is your #1 source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. Be sure to like the video if you haven't already. Be sure to share. Be sure to share us. Help us get to 1 million subscribers here on the channel. Help us get to 1 million subscribers. We're almost at 250,000 subscribers. All right. And if you're not following us on TikTok, be sure to follow us at TheKempire, where we have a lot of really great under-a-minute recaps and hot topics there as well. And don't forget, guys, to follow our new Kempire Shorts channel. All right. Everything is youtube.com/@Kempire Shorts. Links are available in the live chat as well. So be sure to follow us there for all of our short content as well. All right. All right. Oh, the name of the song was by Brasco, and it's called Best Life. The name of the song, again, Brasco, called Best Life. All right. So it says Ashley doing a TikTok. Please do not remind me of Ashley and her TikToks. Damn it. I'm glad this particular episode we didn't get any of that. So as I said to you before, Karen and Robyn were going back and forth. And Karen, shout out to our friends over at the Peach Report, they posted this. Karen posted a tweet. and for Robyn, please bring the same energy when you are questioned on all things important to you, Miss Dixon. Do you think she's going to bring up the Juan Dixon lawsuit? Tread lightly, Robyn. I know you're watching. Tread lightly. You got too much going on. I mean, from the side chicks to the to this new lawsuit that Juan is facing. Tread lightly. Tread lightly. Look, lips are chapped. Hold on, y'all. Wintertime. She said, please bring the same energy when you are questioned on all things important to you, Miss Dixon. Damn. Look, damn. Tread lightly. She's ready for you. Look, she's ready for you. All right. Let's get to one of my other favorite parts in this episode, and then we'll get into some callers. One of my other favorite parts from this episode was Dr. Wendy Asefo, because Candiace brings up when what was it? Oh, when Karen apologized to the group and she didn't apologize to Charisse, it triggered Candiace to remember that Mia apologized to the group and removed Dr. Wendy Asefo from the group chat and never apologized to her for what went down in Miami a month ago when this was filmed. So that leads to a back and forth between Wendy and Mia. And I said this before and I'll say it again. Mia, you are no competition when it comes to a war of words with Dr. Wendy Asefo. She cleared you in this conversation. And that was part of the reason why in Miami, you decided to throw a drink and then to hit her with your purse. She had to break down what assault means, what it means. And she was like, do you know what defamation of character? She's like, I do, actually. You can't. And I feel like in those moments, you really, it just shines through why you're like, no. Look, no. But I'm glad they had the conversation because we kind of forgot about what was going on between the two of them and what happened during the last trip. And Dr. Wendy was like, you're going around town telling people that I'm calling Gordon gay. I never said that Gordon was gay. There's nothing wrong with even if he was. And she's like, well, you said that he slept with women and men. He's like, I was saying that both of you were doing that. I didn't say who was sleeping with who. I just say that you guys get down with all of that. And you have been openly having those conversations on this show and with the women. And this leads to the conversation. This is where Mia makes me laugh because they talk about Peter Thomas and his girlfriend. And she says, well, technically she was my girlfriend first because I slept with her before Peter. Mia is so strange, but so gosh, necessary. Necessary. But I love how Dr. Wendy got her together and they were just like, can we just end this right now and just move on? And then Dr. Wendy's like, it's a win. And I can't. But I didn't expect that moment to happen. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, so we went from Karen versus Charisse, Karen versus Robyn to Wendy and Mia? Okay. I'm here for it. But I do feel like Dr. Wendy Asefo cleared her in that conversation. There's no way she could have gotten her with a war of words. It's just not going to happen. Okay. Next week, we get a preview for next week. And of course, the situation between Robyn and Karen heats up because Karen is bringing up what we've all heard in these DMV streets about Robyn's roommate, Juan Dixon, and his alleged other women. That's when Robyn decides, oh, well, what about the guy, Mr. Blue Eyes? And she brings out a photo that was blurred. Guys, this is Blue Eyes. Robyn and all the antics this season. Tell me that your job is on the line without telling me your job is on the line. You notice all her antics? She's pulling out Bluetooth speakers. She's pulling out, she's getting up in people's faces. She's pulling out Mr. Blue Eyes. And you saw Charisse's face. Charisse was very happy because Charisse is probably the one who got this picture. They probably just got a random picture of some white man with blue eyes. And based on what I'm hearing, the picture is not with Karen and this man. It's just a picture of the man. I want to see the picture of the man. Can someone get a picture of the man? I want to see the picture of the man. Do I believe that maybe there were some situations in Karen's marriage? Probably. But that's her story to tell. We are just wanting you to tell your truth, Robyn. Just saying, as Giselle says, your cheating truth, your hat truth, your financial truth, your roommate truth, you about to lose your job truth. We want you to tell all the truth. Look, the lisp is lisping right now. We want you to tell all the truths, Robyn, please. Allegedly. All right, we have a lot of people waiting backstage, and I need to get to these callers. All right. Guys, let me switch this out. Hold on. I'm muted. Oh, sorry. There we go. Testing 1, 2, 3. Sorry about that, y'all. Hold on. Let me go back. Let me go back. All right. There we go. Sorry about that, y'all. Audio now. All right. Testing 1, 2, 3. You guys can hear me now, right? All right. I must have hit the button. Let me move this out of my way. All right. I just want to read this. So Kia says, Charisse is trying to get back on Karen's platform, not the other way around. She laid the foundation, but she didn't build the franchise to what it is. All right? It's true. It's so true. In regards to this super chat, but Charisse drove 4 hours to her mom's funeral. Thank you for the super chat. I believe what Karen said, that she only did it to be on this show. She only did it to be on the show. She only did it because she had ulterior motives. That's what I got from that whole situation. That's what I got from this whole situation. All right. Let's get to some callers. So I can go have some dinner. Actually, go make dinner. All right. Okay. All right. Brooklyn Star's backstage. We're going to bring her up first. What's going on, Brooklyn Star?
Hey, Kempire. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. I just wanted to say I felt really bad for Karen because I felt like Charisse didn't need to expose her alleged addiction because alcoholism is a disease.
Yeah.
I just thought that was a low blow for nothing. Since the first season of Potomac, Charisse was never that girl. Like, if you want to remain the queen bee of something you put together, then don't cast women with a brighter light than you. Because the breakout stars were Giselle Karen and Katie. Katie was eating everybody up the first season.
Yeah.
So it was never Charisse. It was never, and we all found it annoying, the Eddie divorce situation. It was weird, and she wouldn't talk about it. Nobody was here for it. She was never that interesting. I just think that Karen never does well in these warm weather cast trips. Never. For some reason, she seems out of it. She seems tired. The edits, she gets really bad edits, because when Charisse kind of like was exposing her, you look at Karen, she looks like she's having drunk sweats. And it just makes you think back to Bermuda, back to these other events where people started commenting on her drinking. And then if you notice a couple of seasons back, she stopped drinking with these ladies.
Yeah.
For a reason. And so now it has you thinking, well, is she? That's what I got from it. And honestly, I don't like Jacqueline. I don't care. Unpopular opinion. I don't like Jacqueline. I see it for what it is. I don't think
Is that
Mia,
unpopular?
I don't know. For me, it's popular. I see right through her, because I don't think Mia should throw her business out there like that. But you're not going to act like you were just sitting in a corner with a Bible and a prayer cloth while Mia's doing all the dirt. These girls are from the same bird, okay? You're not going to have me thinking that. No, I just think that something happened with Jacqueline and Mia that we are missing. Something that just has Mia on the on switch of like, I'm throwing this, I don't care about this relationship. It's very weird. I don't know. We're missing something. There's something definitely missing. And the act doesn't work if one person's not participating. Mia's owning everything. She tells us everything. So what could she possibly be lying about on Jacqueline when she's exposing herself as she's exposing Jacqueline? Nobody's winning. So I don't believe Jacqueline. So that's all.
Okay.
That's
Thanks,
all.
Brooklyn Star.
Nope.
Bye. A mess. For those of you that are just joining us and maybe you're a little bit behind, there was a moment where we didn't have audio. I accidentally pressed the mute button. So refresh so you can get to the live part of the show. Okay. I will be double checking. I can see you can hear me. All right. Miss Beverly's backstage. We're going to bring her up. What's going on, Miss Beverly?
Hey, Kempire, how are you?
I'm well. How are you today?
I'm good, and I'm definitely in agreement with what was just previously said. Yeah, birds of a feather definitely flock together. However, if Mia is a friend, stop throwing that girl's business out there. But, there's that. Question for you. Who is Robyn's brother-in-law? How did Robyn get a brother-in-law? Isn't Robyn an only child, or does she have siblings?
I don't know. I was wondering the same thing. I was like, wait, who is the brother-in-law? Like on what side? And I wanted to know too. I don't know.
Yeah, and I don't remember her ever saying Juan. I thought she said Juan Juan was an only child, and that's kind of how he got entangled with her family when his parents died.
We all are wondering.
Yeah, so that's a good thing. But as far as Karen pretty much paid them dust. But I didn't like how they were all ganging up on her. Ashley in the corner, egging Charisse on. And the thing is, if Charisse is the queen of Potomac, like Giselle's saying, then why is she trying to kiss up to Karen to get us earn a spot on the show? That tells you something right there. Charisse has been trying to come. She's like the cockroach. She keeps coming back. Lisa Rinna is not the cockroach, because she even threw Monique under the bus to try to get back on the show. Giselle and Charisse were not even friends when Charisse left the show.
Yeah.
So anything to get back and anything to get back at Karen, they best leave Karen alone before she open up that can of whip.
Oh, Miss Beverly, when you laugh, I can't use the sweetest voice, but you come in with the messy commentary. I love it.
Okay, well, you enjoy now. I've got to figure out what I'm going to eat for dinner myself. I'm doing call out today or whatever you do. I'm not cooking.
I know.
And happy MLK Day to you.
Yes, you too, Miss Beverly. Thank you for calling in. Bye.
All right, bye.
Does she have like the sweetest voice? And then she's so messy. I love it. Look, I love it. All right, guys. I'm going to drop the call-in link for the live chat as well. So that you guys, because I did promise if we hit 1,000 likes on YouTube that I would drop the call-in link. Some of you are a little behind in the video. There was a moment where we had no audio, but we're back. We're back. Okay. All right, Mr. Melanin Magic, thank you so much for the super chat. And you are wrong for this picture. Mr. Miller just says, neck needs to stop with Charisse being the queen of Potomac. You can't be the queen and walk around looking like you're on an internal treadmill. Wait a second. All right, goodbye. Look, goodbye. I'm taking it down. Thank you, Crispy, for the super chat. Crispy says, if Karen truly has or had a drinking problem, Charisse is super tacky for trying to expose her for it. Kyle Richards, anyone? Yeah. I don't like that. I just like, oh, wrong road. Look, move this before I mute myself again. Let me get to some more callers. I'm going to bring up Adrian next. Hold on, Adrian. What's going on, Adrian?
Hey, love, how you doing? Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna try to get through this real quick because my kid's loud in the back. I think that condolence text that Charisse lied about is a prime example of why Karen is the grand dame. And I think she reminds me a lot of my mother. That is the type of etiquette that you're supposed to have when you reach out to someone who is grieving, but you don't want to bombard them. And it was very classy. Karen might be a drunk, but she's a classy drunk. And this is the type of etiquette that we're not that overly pretentious stuff they were doing in the first season, but this stuff. The entire way that text read, I said that is a very classy woman, and I think that is what Giselle and them get upset about, and they can't dethrone her. But I think the whole thing with Karen and Ray, they obviously have that arrangement, but I do believe that she's trying to preserve his dignity about the situation, because if she admits, yes, she's been out with this man and that, but she won't confirm or deny it, but I think they're going to start okay, well, is Ray okay with that? Well, why is Ray okay with that? You know what I'm saying? They're going to be asking too much stuff, and she doesn't want to admit, well, he's okay with it because his pain doesn't work. Remember, Brooklyn Star said that, there's a reason why she doesn't like to get drunk with these women. Remember, Ashley and Robyn was talking about the stuff that Karen says about Ray and their sex with them when she gets drunk with them. So I think Karen forgot. She told them too much about that situation. So I think she's just trying to preserve some of Ray's dignity. But in terms of her drinking, y'all forget Karen was violently assaulted when she was in her 20s. Like, a lot of that substance abuse comes from trauma and stuff like that, right? But I think that Giselle and Charisse are upset with Karen in the Grand Dame title because she pulled the Candy Burris route. She monetized an insult. Giselle meant that to insult her. Yeah. Now Karen got LaDame everything: fragrance, candle, the evening with LaDame list, the Dame that. I wouldn't buy Charisse's Queen of Potomac anything. I don't want to buy none of her merch. And if she is the queen, why in the world does she look like that all the time? I'm not trying to count nobody's pockets, but I'm sorry. She was married to this multimillionaire for years. This woman should have way more money than that for them wigs to be looking the way that they do. She looks completely disheveled. And I don't know if she might be going through menopause. She is a woman of a certain age, right? But she looks hot. She looks sweaty. She looks a complete disheveled mess. Her clothes don't fit. She walk around wearing muumuus. But I don't feel sorry for her, because when you were married to that man, you were spending money on $80,000 birthday parties and building stupid champagne rooms and stuff. But if it was me, I would have taken my divorce money and been on a yacht in the middle of the Mediterranean with somebody's son. But you fussing and fighting with these broads down at the top. She look like a sweaty basset hound with a plastic shake and go wig. And I don't like, and that's what I'm talking about. This is somebody who was so pretentious. She had her nose was so stuck up in the air the first season. I was glad when they didn't bring her back, because she was nasty. She was. She looked down at Giselle. Forget. She looked down on you and your so-called pedigree. And I don't understand why Charisse's nose in the air. What is your big to-do that you did? What did you do? You laid up under a basketball coach for 20 years, and that gives you the right to look down your nose at people? But let me get off of that. But lastly, I think Mia is the proudest hoe I've ever seen. And I absolutely believe that, because hoes of a feather flock together. Like Brooklyn Star Miss Brittany said, there is no way in the world that Jacqueline could sit up there knowing that her friend was that open and proud with sleeping with married men and not join right in the festivities. She is the same type of girl. There's no way you can walk that lockstep with a woman who doesn't have any morals and she don't got no couth, and you just okay with it. Like, no. And I was here for the Candiace and Wendy eloquent. It was a master class of how to eloquently read the girls down. And with that, I'll let you go.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, babe. Talk to you later. Bye.
See you. Bye. Oh my God. Y'all are extra hot today. All right, let me get through these calls. Callers, short and shady, because we have a long line of people, and I like to get through all of the callers, but no promises. The brother's hungry. You can hear him a little hoarse already, too. And I'm deceased from that last call. Okay. Shantae is backstage. We're going to bring her up next. What's going on, Shantae? Shantae, you're muted. Did you walk away, Shantae? Shantae, are you there? Shantae, I can't hear you. Uh-oh. Shantae, drop out and call back in. Because I can't hear Shantae. Hi, Vibe. Thank you so much for being oh, my gosh. Hi, Vibe. You've been a member of the channel for 17 months? Thank you. So Hi Vibe says, if hold on, where is it? Did I lose the comment? There we go. Hi Vibe says, if Robyn wants to stay on the show, she needs to step to Giselle. That would bring all the ratings. Ooh, not you giving them advice. Look, not you giving them advice. All right. Okay, let me try Shantae again. Hold on. Shantae, are you there?
Hey, Kempire.
Hey, what's going on?
Just laughing. Oh, is there an echo?
No, not on my end.
Okay. Just laughing at the debate about the imaginary title of Grand Dame. All I have to say is, clearly Karen is up under everybody's skin to where they just have to debate and try to make her react so bad. Like, it's getting old. Y'all need to earn y'all checks. Let's talk about what's going on in your life. And Charisse, thank you for being a member. We do recognize that those profiles, just because you turned the S into a Z, it's still pronounced Charisse. We do appreciate you. Welcome, to the royal family. But anyway, Charisse, you had all these years and you're still coming back not telling us what did you do while you was off the show? Were you knitting? Like, besides showing up in the background, like, what is it besides Karen that you have to talk about? Yeah. And Giselle is like, does she not remember that Charisse was the one who was bringing on her ex-wife or something like that with Monique Sherman or something? Mm-hmm. She was the person who connected. Yeah, it's just weird how all of a sudden now Karen is attacking somebody's character. Like, girl, go on somewhere. But yeah, I appreciate Karen come through with the receipts. And Charisse, you're tired, girl. Just try again. We are over it.
Okay. All right, Shantae, thank you for calling in.
All right. Talk to you later.
Bye. All right. All right. Let's get to some more callers. Allison, I'm going to bring you up for a short and shady comment. What's going on, Allison?
Goodness, I finally made it. Hey, hey, hey. Sorry, I've been just wanting to do this for a long time, and it worked out finally with my Canadian hours. First of all, Mr. Kempire, I got an issue with you, okay? I need you to stop advocating for Peacock to continue to stream Real Housewives of Miami, because I legit cannot get it here in Canada.
Oh, not till March.
It does not go. And your last comment of the thing was, and I'm okay if they keep it on Peacock and continue to stream four episodes at once.
All right.
I'm like, why he break my heart that way? I thought we was good.
Sorry, I didn't realize. I forgot that you guys don't get it until later.
It's so weird. Anyways, and I just wanted to say, I really don't get this whole Mia situation. I would really love for anyone to share this with me, but if you put it out there that you've done these things to your vagina and you've updated your body in all kinds of ways and you're kinky and your husband's flinging his tongue out at Karen and all of the, who cares if he inspected another person's insides? Like, own it, be a freak. Like, let your freak flag fly, I think is the expression. Mm-hmm. So that's all I got.
Okay. Thank you, Allison, calling. What part of Canada are you calling in from?
I live in a place that I like to call Nowhere Land. It's in the middle of... Sorry.
Is that the reason why you don't get Peacock? No, I'm joking.
It's in in a province called Saskatchewan. We're right in the middle of Canada.
I've heard of that area before. I mean, I've never
Really?
been. Yeah.
It's very flat.
Okay. Allison, thank you so much for calling in all the way.
Wish you the best. I
Thank-
wish you the very best. Thank you, Kempire.
Thank
Honestly, this has been some of the toughest times in my life. I know people tell you this all the time, but my sister has breast cancer. My mom has Alzheimer's. And it all happened in August. And so I cannot share with you how much it means to just hear the trash talk from your viewers, hear your little shady comments when you go, woo, 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 woo. It just really brings such sunshine into my life. So thank you.
Thank you, Allison.
I wish you the best day.
And I'll stop promoting Peacock.
Thank you.
Or maybe I'll just do a watch party of Miami on my TikTok. Just saying.
Okay. But I just, why can't Canada have it? It's not cool.
I mean, I think
I'm done talking.
I really think it's just licensing, and Peacock it's just starting, so that might be part of the reason. It might change soon. Sorry.
That's so lame though, because the UK's getting it. They got Dublin.
I don't work for NBC Universal, Allison. Thank you for calling in, though, Allison.
Yeah, have a great day. Cheers.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. All right, let's get to these calls because these callers are waiting patiently, and I'm going to try to get to everyone. All right, no one else call in. I have Amy backstage. I have Mocha. I have Tamara. I have Judgy Justice. I have Cena. I have Tiff, and I have Cottoman. Cottoman will be the last caller. Again, everyone, be respectful of time. We want to be able to get to everyone. Amy, I'm going to bring you up next. Hold on. What's going on, Amy?
Hey, Kempire.
Hey.
How you doing? I am about to be the fly in the buttermilk.
Uh-oh.
I don't know why. Okay, I give this episode a 10. It was really good. Lots of controversy. I actually liked when Ashley admitted that she had some resentment towards Candiace. I really didn't like the response that Candiace gave because, to be honest with you, Candiace was really hard on her at one point. And not saying I'm against that, but she was really, really mean. She called her a slave and all the rest, all that stuff is going on. Yeah. But I have to say, this episode reminded me why I was a little on the fence with Karen. Because remember when the Monique thing went down, and I think Candiace had like a breakdown and called her and yelled on her phone, and she was trying to get Candiace fired off of the show or whatever. I felt like she plays up this thing of concern a lot of times and then kind of like self-preserves. And I get that. But to a certain extent, the Grand Dame title, I don't think that really is reserved for any of them. Because they kind of do tacky stuff all the time. And I remember, think about it, I love Karen, but then sometimes she does stuff I just don't understand. Like when she says someone was going after her husband, it was not true. It was like, Karen, why are you lying? Stop. And then how she maneuvers out of these stories that she makes up when she doesn't want to be addressed. All of them dodge it the same way. But it was that moment when she tried to get Candiace fired that I was like, I don't know about Karen. Sometimes she comes off as a motherly figure, and then sometimes she comes off as very self-preserved and all about herself and can care less about the next person. So that was it just reminded me of that. But do I like Charisse? She can come back on the show, but I still don't like her. I mean,
why she gotta come back?
I mean, we can always shake it up and bring some drama, but to be honest with you, if all Charisse has is like some tea on Karen, I mean, you could come for one season and then go after. I mean, it's no bad. I'm waiting on Katie to come back. That's what I'm like saying. If they're gonna let her back, definitely let Katie back. So.
Here's my plan for Katie though, because Katie, she just got out of rehab. I need Katie to just work on that before she can come back into this. I mean, for lack of a better word, toxic environment. It's not good for her sobriety. But send Katie on an ultimate girls trip.
Perfect.
So she can reminisce about the days of her Potomac days, and she can relax.
Yeah. I feel like Katie deserves another opportunity. I mean, if we're going to let Charisse come back and drop some tea on Karen and Karen wiggle a little bit, why can't we bring Katie?
We did, though. Remember, Katie was at the party, at the Spring Awakening party.
Yeah. So all I'm saying is, like, let Charisse stay a season, get a little money, because it seems as if she's a little broke. It appears that way. And then, have her leave and bring Katie back. I have no problem with one seasoners. You know what I'm saying? One time, one hitter quitters. We could do that, right?
Bye, Amy. Look, bye, Amy.
Bye, y'all. Have a nice one.
You too. Bye. All right. Mocha, I'm gonna bring you up next. Hold on. Hey, Mocha.
Hey, Kempire. Hey, chat. Hey, mods. Listen, they should not have brought back Charisse, her tired, busted wigs, or her sweatiness. I am so sick of her. Listen, Charisse is a hater. She's jealous. The main thing she's jealous of is Karen's marriage because hers failed, because it was fake and phony. She tried to portray that her and Eddie had this thing back then and they didn't. Eddie was in a whole nother state with a whole nother woman, and she tried to put it up to something that it was not. So, Charisse, I know you're listening. Stop it and let it go. She's 57 years old. I'm 58 and I'm 59. We're too old for the foolishness. So stop it. Clean yourself up. Get a wig from a reputable place. Check out Portia's Go Naked Hair and stop it. Like you're looking real stupid. If you got money like you claim you do, get yourself a stylist and clean up your act, and maybe you will find someone decent and get some therapy. As far as Giselle needs to stop it too. Like I'm listen, they're old and tired. Giselle can't even talk about her own health issues the right way for us to even give her some sympathy. I have no sympathy for her when she was driving in the car talking about her health issue. I can't even. I don't even care. Don't care. Don't want her to die, but don't care. And as far as Mia, like Mia is tired, like she's an old tired trick.
Wait, stop.
That's what she is. Listen, Adrian put it all in a nutshell. Adrian sounds so sweet, and then she just ethered all of them. So with that, Kempire, I'm glad you're back from Denmark.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mocha. Good to see you.
You too.
Bye.
Take care. Bye. These callers today, woo, child. All right, let's get to the rest of the calls. Tamara, I'm going to bring you up next. What's going on, Tamara?
I can't with these callers today. Get a wig from a reputable place. These callers have me cracking up. Okay, so I just want to say I'm calling from Montreal, Canada. So to Allison in Saskatchewan, you can get Miami and all the Real Housewives on HayU, HAYU, paid subscription, and you can get it there. So no worries, because I catch all the franchises.
Oh, okay. And then you can see Miami on there too.
Miami, Dubai, Beverly Hills, everything. The next day it comes out. So I watched it this morning on HayU. HayU.com. Okay, anyway.
Okay.
So I just feel that Ashley, I feel, is kind of jumping ship. I don't know. I got that vibe or that sense. Did you get that sense?
Jumping ship from the Green Eye Bandits to an alliance with Candiace and Wendy?
Like kind of, because did you see her at the end, like kind of kicking it up with Wendy? And when Wendy was going in on Mia, she was like, and she stayed behind with Wendy and Candiace and all that. I just noticed that. I was like, I don't know. And also when Robyn went off on her tangent, I was like, damn, girl, why so angry? I was shocked, like, whoa, okay, where's this coming from? And I just felt like she was kind of speaking for Giselle as well in that moment, and as if they teamed up and planned this. But
I believe that. I believe that.
But the MVP really in this episode goes to then when Wendy is back and Candiace, aka Yanla, because they really it's almost like they teamed up and they were like, all right, let's handle this with class. Let's slay this one. So I gotta give them props. I wasn't Team Candiace doing the Monique thing, but I'm like, Candiace, you know what? But I'm liking how they're starting to shift things from the Mean Girls.
Okay.
And one last thing. I did notice something in terms of editing.
Okay, so when there was the Wendy versus Mia scene, and so when Mia accused Wendy of saying that her husband was gay or whatever, and when Wendy asked Mia, well, what did she say? She said, "Well, how can you assume that I was talking about you all sleeping with men and women? That doesn't imply that you're not sleeping with the men." And then she said, "You jump to conclusions." If you go back when she says that, Karen is not sitting beside her.
I noticed that too.
Yeah. Cut to right away, Mia's response, and she says, "Oh, I had a sense of foulness and negativity." Karen is sitting right beside her.
Yeah.
So it's like they switched that scene. And I was like, you know what? I would have loved to hear Mia's response to that. But they cut that out, put the scene before where Karen was sitting there, and just threw in another response. And I thought that was foul.
I noticed that
Not
too.
cool. Not cool. I'm disappointed. So anyway, that's it.
Thank you, Tamara, for calling in all the way from Montreal, Canada. We appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, guys, we're going to take a couple more callers and then we're out of here. If you haven't already, be sure to like the video. It's an easy and free way of supporting not just my channel, but your channel as well, or other channels that look and cover similar topics like we do here on the channel. As you know, you're always getting everything in pop culture, including an update on the whole Todd Chrisley situation. He goes to jail tomorrow. Bye, Todd. Bye, Julie. All right. Let's get to some more callers. Judgy Justice, we're going to bring up next. What's going on, Judgy Justice?
Hey, Kempire, can you hear me all right?
Yes, can you hear me? Uh-oh. Can you hear me? Testing. Ain't that a bip? I heard her. Judgy Justice, drop in and call back in. Drop out and call back in, because I don't think there might be a delay. Okay, Tiff, I'm going to bring you up. What's going on, Tiff?
Hey, Kempire, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to be quick because I just put my baby down and I got to make dinner. So, love the show, love you, all that great stuff. Welcome back. Okay, so, Alexa, stop talking to me. Okay, so I'll say this. When you think of Vicky, I always mess up her name, but Vicky from OC, when you think of Say What You Want to Say, but when you think of Ramona from New York and Nene, you think of all those women, Charisse does not fit. Yes, you may have laid the foundation, you may have brought these women together, but Karen does fit in those same likes of your Nenes, your Ramonas, your Jills, your Vickies, your Teresas, all of those ladies. Okay, now on to Karen. I love Karen, but I will have to say this about Karen. Karen, I love you, girl, but you are a little full of BS a lot of times. And the reason why Giselle and Robyn like to attack her is because she stands on these truths that are not true. One, she says, my marriage is an institution, 25 years with Ray. You wish you could have this, but there's rumors that you're cheating. So Giselle, who has had failed marriages and a pastor who cheated on her, of course, is going to attack that. You talked about Ray being the Black Bill Gates and all of this money, and you don't own your home. You never owned a home in Potomac. And you've had tax issues. Robyn, who's been broke and had all the money issues, are going to call you out on that. So I think, and there's a slew of other things, but that's kind of why they can't get over Karen, is because she stands on a lot of these things and you can easily pick them apart. And then when she's called to the table, she doesn't like it. But still, I love Karen because I probably would do the same thing on the show, just deny. But but that's it.
Okay. All right, Tiff, thank you so much for calling in.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. I saw Judgy Justice. I did just drop the call-in link in the live chat. No one else call in besides Judgy Justice. All right, guys, you're just joining us. We're talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac. If you're part of the replay crew, as always, I want to know where you're watching from, your thoughts on the episode, how you would rate the episode, and your thoughts on what people have said in the comments section and also in the callers. All right, let me just say thank you, too. We had a couple of super chats that I didn't get a chance to get to. NS, thank you for the super chat. NS says, hi, Kempire, absolutely love your channel and commentary. I don't always comment, but I'm always watching. Can I be a moderator, pretty please? If you show up in the live chat, I need to see you in the live chat in order for me to add you as a moderator. If I don't see you, I can't add you as a moderator. Sorry, but thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Nawal, thank you so much. Nawal, look at you with all handsome in this picture. Thank you for the super chat. Nawal says, I believe when Miss Jackie was talking about Mia being down to earth, she really meant she did everything I asked her to do, and now she wants to act up. I think the roles have been reversed, and now Mia has power over her. Well, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Anyone else? Like, wait a minute. I did capture some of these comments. Jalea, thank you for the comment. Jalea says the art was supposed to represent the embrace Dr. King and his wife Coretta shared after he won the Nobel Peace Prize. We were talking about Dr. King, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. As you know, today we are celebrating his birthday here in the United States. And we were talking about the artwork because a lot of people had their own thoughts on what the artwork actually looked like. So, and I said, it's art. So thank you, Julia, for giving us context on what it's supposed to represent. Amy, thank you so much for your kind words. She says, Kempire, you honestly help so many of us and don't even know it. I found your channel during difficult times as well. So glad you're here. But Allison, eventually, Real Housewives of Miami will be on Slice. Okay. Thank you, Amy. And Amy's always here too. Shout out to our people that have been here around for a long time. And shout out to the newbies. We appreciate you as well. Stick around. We have a good time here. All right, let me get to these callers. All right, Judgy Justice, I'm going to bring you up. Hold on. What's going on, Judgy Justice? Can you hear me?
Hey, Kempire.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Well, I know you're a Taurus like me, so you get hungry, but I just ate, so I'm good.
I'm hungry.
I just have really quick points I want to make.
Okay.
So, one statement for Mia and Jacqueline. Birds of a feather fluff together. Mia saying that Mia's high hoarseness of like this episode and breaking up her friendship with Jacqueline, putting that on the line, was due to just, we have to remember back when that happened in April with that whole Wendy situation, the fans were like, oh, well, Candiace deserved it or Wendy deserved it. They deserved to get stuff thrown on them and all that stuff. Go Queen. So she was on this high and mighty note during this time period. And then she had that check coming in about $400,000 from Bravo. And then her own job was paying her, the CEO of MT Cabinet Inventorying Specialist was paying her $400,000 for that. So she was like, oh, I'm making almost $1 million, so I can act the way I want to act. But women's not financially savvy. If you're ever a CEO or C-level, VP level, you make sure you have a golden rule. So in the event that you ever get removed, they have to pay you out a certain amount of money. She didn't have that. So that's why she had to go back to the penthouse because she can't afford to live there. And then Charisse keeps talking about she built this. Stop asking Bravo to put you back on Potomac. Become a casting producer. You seem to know the right people. Become a casting producer. Make your money that way. I don't really want to see you on my screen. And lastly, for Charisse when she was on that Carlos King interview and talk about all these people she knows with circle money, like all these high earning people, nobody told you about that you should be, if you're going to do this type of work, you should be getting either paid or producer credit or casting producer credit. But I guess we're going to skip over that conversation. Thank you, Kempire. Bye.
Thank you, Judgy Justice. Take care. Oh my gosh. All right. Cena, I see you're backstage. I'm going to bring you up in just a second. Hold on, let me just bring this up. What's going on, Cena? Cena?
Mayor?
Yeah. Okay. Hi, are you there?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can. There we go.
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited to talk to you.
What's going on?
No. My name is Senna.
Okay. What's going on, Senna?
Oh my God. We love you over here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
Canada's in the building today.
Yeah, Canada. Yeah, right here.
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh. We love you so much. Okay, it's a delay.
Yeah. Senna, do me a favor. Drop out and call back in, and maybe we can fix the delay because I want to hear what you have to say. Okay? All right. Codman, I'm going to bring you up next. What's going on, Codman?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay, I got 2 points. I honestly think this whole Jacqueline and Mia situation is very convoluted. I think they were planning on having a fight, and I think Mia just went a little bit too far in saying all this stuff. I heard it on Twitter, and it kind of makes sense because I'm kind of like, what is going on here? And then when regards to Robyn and Giselle needs to go off because I feel like every season she's trying to play producer rather just being herself. And it's getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And I'm just kind of like, because it's like, it's to the point where everybody brings it or something along those lines. And Giselle's like, no, I'm going to play producer. I honestly think she's like the Kyle of the show.
Ooh.
And I'm just like, you need to stop. And I do think there needs to be a revamp in.
Really? Who do you see going?
I just want Giselle and Robyn to go and then take Charisse with you. I mean, and then bring Katie back because I like Katie because one thing about Katie is that she kept a foot on Giselle's neck. And I'm just like, yes. And honestly, I think my last point is I think Charisse is upset and jealous because Karen, she's the star of the show or the real queen of Potomac, but she feels kind of, she's angry. Like she's very envious. And I'm just kind of like, you didn't want to show your life. That's a part of reality TV. Same thing for Giselle. If you don't show parts of your real life, you're gonna get in the chopping block. You can't have it both ways. Yeah. So that's all I have to say. I mean, Karen, I have to say, she's done a very good job of showing parts of her life, but then also not showing everything. I don't know how she does it, but she does it very, very well. But that's all I have to say. And I hope you eat something. I've already eaten, so I'm good.
You know what? Y'all don't gotta throw that in my face.
I know. I'm in California, so.
Is it still raining?
It was raining last night.
Stay safe.
It's that night. It's just been pouring and pouring and pouring, and I'm just like, okay, I know we need the rain.
Yeah.
But not like this.
Oh wow, damn.
It's just been like flooding. I know LA is a lot worse. San Francisco, it got to the point where like cars moving in water. I don't live in the city, so but there's been times where I'm like, can I even go to work? And thankfully, I have been going to work. It's just, I got my nice rain boots. They're very nice, but it's just like.
Is there any hope in sight that it's supposed to stop?
I think this is the last week. I can check again. I always get notifications, flooding.
Wow.
If there's like been a lot of stuff happening like with award seasons, not the Grammys, but like the Golden Globes, and some actors can't even go because they're shelter in place.
I know. Kevin Costner, you saw that awkward speech with him. I mean, it was funny, but seriously, stay safe out there.
Yeah, I am. But hope you have a good day, and I hope you eat something.
Thank you so much, Codman. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. I didn't realize how bad it was. Oh my Lord. Oh my goodness. I mean, I really have. I don't really watch the news. You know what news I watch. But no, shout out to because I think moderators remind me. California is the number one place that watches the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. The number one of all the states and all the countries, California is the number one place that watches my content. So, hey, California, I'll come out there when the rain stops. So, all right, guys, I got to get out of here. I appreciate all of you that called in, those of you that tried to call in. I got to go. I've been live for over 2 hours. 2 hours. But I know you guys have strong opinions about the Real Housewives of Potomac. Let's continue these conversations in the comment section. Thank you to everyone that sent in a super chat, was a part of the live chat, everyone that called in, everyone that sends in Venmos, PayPals, Cash Apps, people that became members, that have been members. We appreciate you guys supporting the channel any way that you can. Don't forget to subscribe to the Kempire Radio YouTube channel and to our new channel, Kempire Shorts, where you get an under a minute hot topics, recaps, and all of that. That's at Kempire Shorts here on YouTube. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter, at Twitter. Oh, wait, not at Twitter. At TheKempire on Twitter, at TheKempire on Facebook, at TheKempire on Instagram, and at TheKempire on TikTok. Shout out to everyone watching on TikTok as well. We appreciate you guys. Thank you to our moderators, aka the King's Guards. We could not do this without you guys. Thank you to our moderators. Thank you to all of you that are part of our other communities on other platforms. We appreciate you guys there as well. Everyone, like the video if you haven't liked it already. Tap your screens. Thank you all for being here. And again, thank you to our members. I don't know if I said thank you to our members. Thank you to the members of our channel as well. See you all in the next video. Tomorrow, we'll be live at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, 9:30 a.m. PST for our Tuesday takeover. We're talking more reality TV news, and pop culture news. Everyone have a great rest of your evening. I will see you guys later. The king of pop culture is out.
Feel it in the nighttime, and you've given all your days while they were waiting on the right time. You went and made your wave. I don't need reasons to live. There's no reason to quit. It's all I know. So once again, I'm gone with the summer. Yeah. Gone with the summer. Once again, I'm gone with the summer. They be trying to count us out, we highly endowed. They must not know what's at stake, what we fighting about. There's tradition to a wordsmith and missile shooter. I'm my automatic sniper, I bet this'll do ya. I give reason and ether to all the line soldiers. I'm undefeated, my region remains on my shoulders. I've cried nights, that's only because of highlights. I find life in knowing I'm playing mine right. Wicked crimes from them wanna-be crowned. Try to lead me to the deep where I might cunningly drown. At times I thought they got me where they wanted me now. But like the sun, I rise up when I don't wanna be down. And that's real. I know you feel it in the nighttime, and you've given all your days while they were waiting on the right time. You went and made your wave. I don't need reasons to live. There's no reason to quit, it's all I know. So once again, I'm gone with the summer. Yeah. Gone with the summer. They ain't never been eye to eye with Satan in the broad daylight. Gone left while they all sway right. A true maverick, unbothered by what y'all made right. A naysayer slayer, I'm filleting all daylight. Yeah, we in that upside down, I manage not to sink. They keep our eyes wide shut, I manage not to blink. Another decade or maybe they not faking. Maybe it's more to it, maybe we got taken advantage of. Either way, the damage is done. The bottom feeders get to eat all them glamorous crumbs. Where all them seekers of truth, the speakers of the youth. We come and go with the summers, keep believing in you. I know you feel it in the nighttime, and you've given all your days while they were waiting on the right time. You went and made your wave. I don't need reasons to live. There's no reason to quit, it's all I know. So once again, I'm gone with the summer. Gone with the summer. Yeah. Once again, I'm gone with the summer.